What's going on, my trainer club? Today we are going to help you catch the Giratina Altered Forme every single time by hitting excellent throws. So I'm going to help you set the circle, get ready, prepped to catch all of the Giratina Altered Forme that you possibly can. So welcome to the trainer club. Here we go. Welcome back, everybody. Let me know in the comments below, how have you been doing with your Giratina Altered Formes? Do you have a shiny yet? What is your best CP and everything else that you want to celebrate in the comments below as far as the Giratina Altered Forme? So some of you guys may be like, dude, this Pokemon is not the best dragon attacker, not the best ghost Pokemon. Why do you suggest that we catch it? And the reason being, if you guys didn't check out my counter guide where I gave my recommendations, it is because the Altered Forme also counts towards Origin Form candies. They are one and the same candy compilation. So the Origin Form will come out at some point or another. So that means that you can use all of the candies that you stock up on right now, including the rare candies, towards other legendaries, and the candy for the Giratina towards the Giratina Origin Form, which is definitely something useful because Giratina Origin Form is an amazing ghost attacker in the game. So with that said, we're gonna do how to hit excellent throws every single time. I haven't done one of these in a while, so I'm actually pretty excited for this to make sure that you guys can catch all of your Giratinas every single time to max out, especially when you have those good ones that are close to 100% IVs and stuff like that. Also, if you want to know where Giratina sits #1 as a ghost attacker and #2 as a dragon attacker, that video will be dropping tomorrow for you guys to see the best of the best. Where is the Giratina Altered Forme rank and what should I do with it? So I'm excited to drop that for you. Once it's out, you can check it out up here as well and at the end of the video. So #1, first thing we have to do is learn how to set the circle. Setting the circle means that you put your finger on the ball while it's sitting at the bottom. I mean, you can move it around the screen, but just keep it in the bottom, and you're gonna hold the ball down. When you're holding the ball down, the first thing we're gonna be doing is watching his attacks. Seeing his attack go, watch the circle freeze, and then watch when it picks back up, because when he starts attacking, let's say the circle's right here, when he's done attacking, it's gonna stay here and then start going smaller, so it freezes. That's one of the keys to catching these raid bosses every single time. It's about freezing the circle. The second thing is to know when he attacks. As soon as he attacks, you pick the ball up, you either start spinning it or you flick it straight if you're doing straight ball throws. If you want to hit more excellent throws, I definitely have a tutorial up here for you guys. But then he starts attacking, you pick the ball up, and then you have to release it before he's done attacking. And if done properly, it will then hit him right exactly in the center, and you will hit an excellent throw every single time. And the consistency of hitting excellent throws every single time is the key to help you guys catch as many of these guys as possible. And it's just working on that consistency every single time to make sure that you guys can get this down pat, so you know exactly what's coming, exactly how to do it, so you can catch more of these guys every single time. So let's get into the slow motion, up close, dual screens to make sure you guys know exactly how to hit the Giratina Altered Forme every single time with an excellent throw in Pokemon Go to make sure that you can catch it. Let's do it right now. Come on. Here we go. Excellent throws, Giratina Altered Forme every single time. First thing we're gonna do is put our finger on the dock so that we can size the circle correctly. We wanna check out his attack. That's the main thing we're doing right now. How frequently does his attack go? And if we wanna slow it down, look at this, how far and how long it goes. He comes around, circles his head all the way around, and then the circle pops up. So that's really crucial and key. So you definitely wanna check this out. Right here is about the biggest great throw that you can possibly get. So if you're looking to do some throws and you're uncomfortable hitting excellence, between that and here, which is going to be the smallest great throw, right on the edge of the biggest excellent throw you can possibly do, is definitely gonna be better than a really big great throw. And then if you're looking for a comfortable excellent throw, this is gonna be where we are sitting. So this excellent throw is amazing, great for the Pokemon to catch it. So now we're gonna get into catching this Giratina, right? How to hit excellent throws every time. So we go ahead and throw it and then boom, hit it right on the head. So that is really the ideal throw that we're looking for. And notice that it will bump out of the ball sometimes. That doesn't really matter so much as the consistency does. So we're gonna put that berry on it and we're going to wait until it does its attack. Once it does the attack, we're then gonna wind up and throw and release. The throw and release is super crucial. This consistency, and if you check this out in slow motion, watch this Giratina. It's gonna rear its head back, and then we're gonna release right as it's coming around, and this one actually is going to about to do a second attack, right? So we actually beat it around to the second attack, which is the absolute best place and best case scenario that we could have for catching the Giratina. So if we go ahead and throw it, throw it all the way around, boom, it hits it, and then boom, it released. And then right as it was about to do as a second attack, we timed it so perfectly that we were able to beat it and able to line it up. So if we go ahead and check out these circles here, if you want to check out how and where my ball goes and my finger goes across the screen with the tracking purposes, that's what we're about to do right now. I know it helps you guys out quite significantly. So we're going to go up and then down, up, down, and then release. And there's the release point about the middle of the screen, right? That's about the release point, and that is how it goes. So we're gonna go ahead and pause it so that you guys can see exactly where each point is gonna be. So boom. I'm mostly focusing on this in the bottom left corner. If you guys haven't checked this out or haven't seen this, the bottom left corner is going to be crucial. So here we go again, because he's such a big Pokemon, and the reason we're doing an updated one is because the other one was a little bit further back. This one is definitely a lot closer. They've updated the throw ratio. So we're going to go up right here, and then we're going to come all the way down right into the corner. And notice I'm on the left quadrant of the screen, from the middle to the left side, because if you go too big or too far over to the right, you're going to really miss this excellent throw. So here is the final top before it comes all the way around to the final bottom, right about here. And then we're going to go ahead and release the ball. The ball release is going to be super crucial. Notice where his head's at. Notice where everything's going on, because this Pokemon looks like he is not in the center before his circle pops up. So we want to really time this up perfectly. I definitely suggest watching this a few times, and then the release goes, and look at where the ball is. Look at where his head is. It's not directly in the center, right? So it's a little bit deceiving as far as where we're going to release, but we have to just get comfortable throwing the ball to the middle of the screen, and there it is, right as he comes right back up. The center is basically going to be right there, and then he's going to do a second attack, which is pretty crucial. This is why we focus on these excellent throws every single time. It is really, really good for us to do this. Here we go in a little bit faster motion, so you guys can see that coming up full screen, and then we're going to do 2 more full rounds, all fast motion, so you can see it, and that's full speed, all fast. It happens quite quickly. You got to have a good reaction time to get it every single time. So that's it, guys. Make sure to take your time. That's the #1 thing. Take your time, take a breath. If you have a 1931, which is the 100% IV, and you're like, oh my gosh, I have to catch this guy, what do? You take your time, #1. You do the fundamentals, the things that we learn about every single time with the excellent throws, curveballs if possible. That's the best way to catch it, with the golden raspberries, with the increased chances. So if you guys want to check out the berry chart to make sure you know exactly what is going to help you catch them the most, we're going to check that out right now. So if we start at the very top with a normal throw, nothing onto it, it is a 2.17%. So I just wanted to make a quick note here that the pineapple berry is the exact same as using no berry, because it does not have an increased catch rate bonus as do other berries. So the raspberry is a 1.5 times multiplier, the golden raspberry is a 2.5 times multiplier, and the silver pineapple, which is a newer berry, is a 1.8 times multiplier. So it is in between, not directly in between, but a little bit increased from a raspberry, definitely decreased from a golden raspberry, but then you also get the double candy. So this is one thing that you may want to take into account. If you really don't like the Pokemon, you may want to go with a regular pineapple berry, but that's literally like using no berry. So if you did a normal with no curve, it's a 2%, but you can get it all the way up to a 6.67%, which is not all that good. However, the silver pineapple berry will bump you up. It is the better option, but note that you will be using a lot of silver pineapple berries on the legendaries. If we then add a berry, a raspberry, and let's say we were to do a great throw with a curveball, we now have 8%. However, if you notice, the top left is going to be the least percentage chance of catching it. All the way to the bottom right is going to be the most chance. So the ultimate thing you can possibly do, that's why I teach you these excellent throws, is golden raspberry, curveball, excellent throw, because it's going to make the biggest difference. It's going to go from a top left 2.17% all the way to the bottom right of a 15.85%, almost 16%, which is absolutely mind-blowing, the difference, because you do this every single time. I'm telling you, you guys think like, oh, I caught it on a bunk throw, like, but all the bunk throws, you're not always going to catch it on. That could have just been like a glitch that like, hey, I didn't hit it, but I had a golden raspberry, right? I threw a curveball, so I'm at an 8.9%. That's pretty good compared to doing nothing with no berry at a 2.17%. So just with the golden raspberry and only a curveball, you're getting an 8.9%. But if you increase it and you add that extra 6%, which I would obviously recommend because that's why I make these videos, but if you do a raspberry with a curveball and an excellent throw, you are going to be at a 10%. But look at this, golden raspberry with a great throw. This is why I recommend great throws are better than not hitting any excellent throws, because now you're at a 13% chance. It's only a 2% differential. And even if you just do a nice throw with a curveball and a golden raspberry, you're at 10%, which is higher than using a regular raspberry with an excellent throw. So it is absolutely crucial that golden raspberry, and even hitting just a nice throw or a great throw or an excellent throw with that curveball. That's why if you want to check out how to throw a curveball video, you don't know how to do it, it really significantly helps out your chances. If you notice here, it's over a 50% increase when you are using that curveball. And finally, it's just literally getting down his attack, knowing that you have to throw it semi-early because his attack is pretty quick. Like I said, he's got a much quicker attack, so your release is only gonna be like 1 or 2, maximum 3 circles with the ball, and you release it. You have to release it early, and you're throwing it dead center of the screen. You're not waiting for him to almost come all the way back around, because if you waited for that, by the time you release it, your finger's gonna be on the ball, and a lot of people have some troubles like, oh, the circle setting doesn't work. Every time I throw it, the circle's a different size. That is because you're either doing 2 things. Number 1, you're picking the ball up before he does his attack, and then his circle is starting to go, he attacks, and then the circle size freezes. And if you release it after the attack, which is the second one, after he's done with the attack, if you still have your finger on the ball spinning it, the circle's gonna start resizing it so that when you throw it, it was not the same size as when it started. So there's 2 scenarios that would mess you guys up. Those are the 2. It's probably the second one, because the first one's pretty easy. As soon as he rears back, you pick the ball up. And if you don't release the ball before he's done with his attack, i.e. your finger is still spinning the ball, as the circle pops back up from his attack, that means that you missed the window of opportunity and the circle is now a different size. So those are the keys, guys. Make sure to share this video to anybody that needs help catching this Giratina. It's very crucial to catch all these guys. Like I said, it's gonna stockpile you for the origin form candy. So that is the strategy. That's exactly how we do it. And I know you guys are gonna hit it too, because you've been with me for a while. So thank you guys so much for being a part of the Trainer Club. I appreciate all my likers, commenters, subscribers, everybody that has come up to me at the Montreal event, asked for an autograph or a picture. Please do not be shy. Always come up. We are here to help you guys and to be a part of the Trainer Club. So thank you guys, and of course my Discord members and my Patreon members for taking their subscription to the next level. I will see you guys out on that next video. Peace. I just want to take a moment and sincerely thank all of my Patreon members, everybody that has taken their subscription to the next level and chosen to support me on this platform. I greatly appreciate you guys. As a growing channel and really trying to grow and improve as much as I possibly can, I really appreciate the extra support. You guys mean the absolute world to me. I cannot wait to connect with you soon, and I appreciate you guys all for being a part of the Trainer Club. I will see you guys out on the next video.